Well, good morning, guys and gals. Hope everyone's doing all right. We're at our next camp spot. Well, not our next. I'm making it sound like we're on a extravagant trip or something. We're at our camp spot for the weekend. If you can see right there's a camper van. I don't know if you can hear it, but I got the Jenny running. Air conditioner's going. I'm keeping my eye open for wild hogs. Coming in yesterday, down that way coming in, I seen 4. So they're out here. And they will sneak up on you. They will get you. But you can see right there, got the generator running, got it covered up. It's hot. It is hot. AC's percolating. It feels so good in there, folks. It does. But anywho, I got here yesterday afternoon. Kind of showing you the camp there. That's pretty much it. But anyway, I got here yesterday afternoon. I'm distracted. I keep thinking I'm hearing something in the leaves. I'm telling you, folks, the wild hogs are no joke. You don't mess around with them. They're not like your typical little farm pig that you can just cuddle and hug on. These suckers will get you. And I know they're out here. But anyway, stay focused. I got here yesterday afternoon. This is Saturday. I got here Friday after work. Come out here and got set up. It was hot. We're in a heat wave. Man, it was hot yesterday. It was 94 or 93. I can't remember exactly. Real feel was 104. I don't know how they come up with all that, but humidity was 80-some%. It was miserable. And it's supposed to be the same way today. It's already hot. It's only 9 o'clock in the morning. It's already thick and muggy and the sticky feeling. I think it's supposed to be 96 today. Real feel 105. Humidity. Whoa! Did y'all see that? I probably didn't show up on camera. A horsefly flew by me, and I felt the wind off its wings. That sucker could have packed me away. Here's an old road. Here, let me turn you around real quick. That way you ain't got to look at my ugly old mug all the time. I'm just walking, well, you can't see, but my little camp's back that direction. And I noticed this old road. I didn't see it yesterday coming in. Didn't pay no attention to it. I don't know how I'm good at showing up on camera, but yeah. I want to walk down there, but I don't know. We may save tomorrow. Anyway, plans. Plans for this weekend, which this is already Saturday. Weekend's flying by. Just going to hang out. It's going to be hot and muggy and thick. So I'm just going to hang out. I'm way out here, folks. Way out here in these woods. From the main highway, not this gravel forestry road, but from the main highway, I'm probably, I've come out here before. I didn't really check it yesterday, but I think it's 12 miles on this gravel, well, not just this gravel road, but several gravel roads. Resources, or we're going to lose them. They're going to be gone forever. End of rant. So the plans for the day and probably tomorrow. I think today I'm just going to hang out, be lazy. I worked all week in the hot sun, humidity, sweating to death. I got sunburned, my skin's itchy. So I think today's just going to be a lazy day, a chill day just to relax, piddle around inside the camper van, maybe tinker with a few things. And then tomorrow, I got a little project I'm going to do. I just ate breakfast and I'm hiccuping. Yeah, forgive me. My belly's fat. But tomorrow, which you'll see on this video, because this is probably all the recording I'm going to do today when I get done ranting, I'm going to fix my new spray bottle / kitchen sink sprayer / shower bottle. Now, I've got one in there I made. I'm telling you, folks, I think some of them hogs around here. I'm hearing either it's a deer or I'm hearing hog. I'm hearing something walking in these woods behind me, and it's a really fast-paced pitter-patter. I think some pigs right out down in there, so I gotta be careful. But I've got a spray bottle thing that I made several years ago. I've had this thing forever, ever since the blue van. I think's when I made it. I need to fix me a new one. This was, they're plastic, so the plastic's getting old, dingy, and gray, yellow looking. It's just dirty looking, and the hose and all that. Anyway, I bought me a new spray bottle. I'm gonna make me a new one, and I'm gonna show you how to do it. I know a lot of you folks know what they are, and you know how to make them, but some of you don't. So I'm gonna show you how to make one. They're very, very useful. I don't care if you're in a $100,000 RV. These things are very useful for all types of things. I use it in my sink. I got running water, but I use it in my sink just to, spray off my dishes or whatever. Plus, it's extra water capacity I can carry. It's a 2-gallon jug. But the main thing I use it for is a shower. Even when in the travel trailer, I use this spray bottle in my shower because it forces you to pay attention to how much water you're using. Because when that 2-gallon jug runs empty where you're at, in your RV or whatever, you flip the switch, turn your pump on, and stand in the shower for 45 minutes and don't realize you're using all your water. But that's mainly what I use it for in this camper van. It's my outdoor portable shower. Open the back doors and put my curtain up, the whole spill. And that pump sprayer, I put a kitchen nozzle on it. Them rubber hoses you pull out your sink and you spray. I've got one of them on there, and that's my shower here. So the jug still has some water in it. And another reason why I'm making me a new one, on the pump part where you pull the handle up and down and pump it, that seal's getting bad and it won't hold pressure very long. But I still got probably over 1.5 gallons of water in it. And I'm just gonna go ahead and use it instead of pouring it out or trying to pour it in another jug or what. I'm just gonna go ahead and use it when it's empty, which probably be tonight because I need to clean my dishes and then we'll take a shower and that should be all the water that's in there. And tomorrow I'll fix a new one. And I'll show you how to make one. It's very simple. Probably don't take 5 minutes to do it. I'm being serious, probably 5 minutes. And yet, I ain't gonna say how much it's gonna cost because prices are different everywhere. But you need a spray bottle. You need to buy you one of them kitchen. Well, you can fix it any way you want, but I prefer one of them kitchen hoses with the sprayer. It's in your sink that you can pull out and put back in. I like them. So you'll need one of them. And that's really about it. Where I joined the 2 hoses, I put a little bit of sealer on there. Well, I'll show you tomorrow. It'll make more sense. I'll show you tomorrow. So anyway, I'm going to get off here. I'm going to enjoy the day. Probably lay around the air conditioner. Got a little tinkering in there I need to do. And then tomorrow we'll fix that spray bottle. So I'll see you here in a little bit. Well, good morning, everyone. It's another new day. It's going to be high and muggy today. I can tell you that because it's 5:30 in the morning and the air is already super thick. I mean, it just feels heavy. people like me will understand it's hard to breathe. I got bronchitis issues, and it's already like I got a towel over my face. But we're going to make the best of it. Quick update on the generator. I'm loving this thing. It's doing so good. I got it right there covered up. And if you notice, it's turned off. I just got up. Well, not got up, but just came out here and turned it off. I started at 4:30. Yeah, 4:30 Friday afternoon. This is now Sunday. So I started at 4:30 Friday afternoon. It ran all through the night. Ran all day Saturday. All night last night. It's 5:30 Sunday morning. I just shut it off. I used 2 gallon and just a little bit under a half. 2.5 gallon to run it. Pretty much 36 hours. So that's pretty good. What I'm going to get into real quick, because I'm going to be moving spots today. I'm way, like I said earlier, I'm way out here in the middle of nowhere. So I'm going to move a little bit closer to town because I got to work tomorrow. But before I do, because I'm going to be going by the spot where I get water, I'm going to put together my new sprayer and try to show you how I do it. So stand by. Okay, so I got the new sprayer here. It's 2 gallon. One thing I don't like about it, this is a tall, skinny one. Compared to my other one, when I take it out, it's short and stubby. So I'm not crazy about that, but it's the only one I could find. You wouldn't believe how hard it is to find these things nowadays, or at least in my area. I guess nobody has a garden or sprays their yard or whatever anymore. I don't know. Well, I could find sprayers, but it'd be them real fancy, you know. I think the cheapest one I saw was like $70-something. I got this for $14.99 at Lowe's. So pretty much, if you didn't see it, pretty much you got the sprayer, the container, and then the nozzle. I'm hoping my old hose is going to work on this new jug. So I shouldn't need this. But if it doesn't, oh yeah, this might actually be better than I'm sitting here looking at it. But anyway, I'm going to show you how to make these super simple. So let me get my old one out. That's got grease or something all over it. What in the Sam Hill have they done to this? Why would they put like grease all over there? That's gross. Ooh. Anyway, let me get my old one. I got it fastened in here so it don't fall over and leak everywhere and all that good stuff. And of course, the way I took it out was the wrong way. Why wouldn't it be? So this is my old sprayer. See how that's short and chubby? It's a 2 gallon also. Yeah, I think that hose is going to work on a new pump. So let me get this uncurled. It hasn't been uncurled in years because I don't use the full length. Get out here, mosquito. Already bothered me. So this black hose you're seeing is the original hose to the pump. That's what came with the actual pump itself. What I did, can you see it? Yeah. I took the spray wand off right here at the end. This is the original hose that came with the pump. There would have been a spray wand here that you would have used, spray your weeds. I took it off. And I went to, I think Lowe's is where I got this. Still got pressure on it. No wonder. That's another reason why I'm changing it. It's starting to leak too. But I took the spray wand off. I went to Lowe's. I think you can get these at Walmart, any home improvement store, and get you a hose. Why you're still leaking on me? And get you the kitchen sprayer. I call it a kitchen sprayer. It goes in the sink. You can pull it out, spray, put it back down. Well, where I took the wand off, this kitchen sprayer hose has a threaded end on it because it threads into an actual water fitting. Well, this rubber hose fits perfectly over that, and I put a little clamp on it just to, seal it down, make sure it don't pop off. And folks, that's pretty much it. That's all you got to do. Get you a spray pump like this. Now this is a tall, skinny one. I'd rather had a short, chubby one like my old one, but you make do with what you can get. You don't take, this is the original hose. Like this one here, it's a little different, but the hose that comes with the pump itself. When I say spray wand, I'm talking about this piece, that, you spray, you take that off. And go find you a kitchen spray hose. I don't know what they're actually called. I call them kitchen spray hoses. I don't know what they're called. And they're going to have a threaded end on it because on that kitchen sink adapter, it's usually, not always, but usually threaded. No thread on this. Well, that original spray pump hose will slip right over that soft rubber. It's going to be a tight fit, but you can force it right over it. You don't have to put a hose clamp on it, but I would just keep it from popping off, making a mess. Put your little small hose clamp on there. Wada bing, wada boom, you're done. That's pretty much it. So what I'm going to do, because I already got all this made up, I'm going to unscrew this hose from right here on my old pump, and I'm hoping it's going to screw on my new tank. That's what I'm hoping. Alright, so I unscrewed it. Now I'm hoping it's going to screw right on this new one. I'm thinking it's a pretty standard deal, so I'm hoping that this is going to work. Looky there. Looky there, looky there. Screws right on there. So I don't have to make me a new hose. Now I could. My hands are wet, so now I can't get that tight. It's screwed right on the new pump, so that's all I had to do is just change that out. Now, if that hadn't screwed it on there, the old hose coming off the new, or going on the new, if that hadn't screwed on, what I would have done is just took it apart right here and put the hose on that came with the pump, slipped it over into this and put my clamp back on. That's all I would have had done. But mosquitoes. Now, is this going to work? I don't know. Let's see if we can pump it up. Get a little pressure in there. Oh, yeah. I don't know where all this water's coming from. There ain't no water in the tank. Can you see the... So, yeah, it's going to work. Now, the one thing I don't like about this new tank, I know it seems like I'm nitpicking. My old one has a pressure relief valve right there. Just turn it, and it relieves the pressure in the tank. That way, when I throw it back inside the van, it don't leak. This one don't have that. So, give little, take a little. Anyway, I believe that's going to be it on that. I got one little project I'm going to do. I resealed my window. Here, let me get you down here and I'll show you. So I'm going to reseal my window. Excuse me, I just had breakfast. That was rude, but it's not bad manners. It's just good food. There's my old pump. I'm going to get rid of it today. I'm going to be going by a dumpster and everything. Here's a new one. I got to get in here and get it strapped down good and tight. Got the hose. Here, let me get you a little closer just so you see what I'm talking about. Now, if you don't already have one, you're going to buy one. It's going to come with this. It may not look exactly like this, but it's going to be the same concept. So what you'll want to do on the sprayer part of the pump sprayer, unscrew that right there. It's going to leave you an open-ended rubber hose. This piece right here is going to, like I said, it's going to be threaded. You just take that open-end rubber hose, force it up on there. It's going to be tight, so I mean, if you don't want to clamp it, that's up to you. I would get you a small clamp or something to squeeze that on there so it don't pop off, because you are going to be putting pressure in that, so it could pop off. And when I say kitchen hose, I mean, that's what I call it. I don't know. And then you put your tank somewhere. I strap mine right here because my other water tank's here, so when I stop and get water, I just fill them all up. And then I run the hose. Of course, this door's closed. I run the hose right up through here, just flop it over in the sink, which I've got one of them battery-operated pump faucet things, but I like having this to, spray my dishes off or whatever. And I just flop it over in the sink, and Bob's your uncle. But man, it's so muggy and hot out here already this early. But I got one more project I'm going to do before I leave, pack up and leave. I resealed this window yesterday. That sealer I used, it shrank. It didn't leak or nothing, but it shrank up and was leaving a big gap. So I put some more on top, resealed it, and let it cure yesterday. And I'm going to put a little dab of paint on it to hide that white. And after I do that, I'm going to pack up the generator and straighten up inside a little bit, get ready for travel. And I'm probably about, counting this old long trip out this gravel road, I'm probably an hour and a half from where I want to be. I want to get closer to town, so when I get up in the morning, I just jump up in the seat there and mosey my way on to work. Anyway, I want to say hello to all my friends, family, subscribers. Yes, I'm scrubby. I'll clean up before I go to work tomorrow. But appreciate everyone hanging out with me. And I don't know why you do it. I live such a boring life. Well, it's a life I want to live. I enjoy it, but I know it's probably very boring to watch. But I just want to say hello to everyone. And thanks for hanging around, and get out there and enjoy life. Even if you don't do nothing more than just sit around in the woods, do something that you enjoy. You don't have to do what I do, but do what you enjoy. Just get out there and spend the day outside, because you know what I say, folks, life's short. It goes by so fast. Before you know it, it's over. I mean, look at me. Last week I had long flowing blonde hair, and I was a young stud chasing the girls, and now I'm just an old man in the woods. But I've had a good life. I don't regret anything. I've really enjoyed it. I've got to do some awesome stuff in my life, and I've got great memories for it. So anyhow, I'm going to get off here, finish my morning routine, get packed up, head back to where other people are, civilization. All right, guys and girls. I've left that camp spot you saw me ranting at this morning. I decided before I go closer into town, and not into town, but closer to town, I decided to go for a little walk. I don't know why, I can't think right now. I decided to come to a little spillway. Here, let me turn you around and I'll show it to you. I think I've brought you here before. This lake and spillway. Remember, we walked across that. I believe it was dry though. There wasn't no water right here. Anywho, I decided here comes the horseflies. Horseflies are bad. But I decided I'm going to take a little walk. I may regret this. It is so humid. I am soaking wet already, and I just got out of the van. But anywho, this video probably ain't gonna make no sense. It's gonna be all scattered out, chaotic, but that's how my life is. The reason I say that, because this morning I went on a rant about people throwing trash on the ground and not taking care of our park and resources, and I think I'm gonna cut that out. I'm not gonna show it because I don't know. I just woke up in a grouchy mood, I guess you can say. I don't know. Went on a big rant. Oh man. Yeah, let me adjust this. Camera's gonna be shaky because that's how I produce my productions. That still ain't good enough. Okay, we're gonna put it like that and leave it. Man, it is just, it's only 8:30 in the morning. It's already 91 degrees. I didn't look at the humidity because I already know it's high. I mean, you just move your arm and you just start pouring sweat. It's miserable hot, folks. Miserable. But I laid around all day yesterday in the van, in the air conditioner. And, well, I say laid around. I did projects on the inside, but I don't think I came out but 2 times. So today, I figured I'd get out and get some exercise, move around, burn a few calories, because Lord knows I got plenty to spare. We had another bad storm come through here the other day. It's a lot of tree damage. Big limb here on the trail. Yeah. These old woods is taking a beating this year, boy. 2 major tornadoes. A flood event which saturated the ground, a lot of trees fell. And we had another heavy rain, I think 7 inches, and then a storm come through with high winds and pushed trees over. These old woods have gotten their butt kicked this year. So anywho, what are my plans for this year? Someone's asked me that. That's a good question because I really don't know. Well, I've spent a lot of money this year. I haven't been saving anything. Doing projects and fixing and repairing, and I bought that old van, and a few things for it. Been paying bills at the cabin. So I'm not, I don't have money falling out of my back pocket, so let's say that. But I think there was more along the lines asking, probably like travel plans. What am I going to do this year? And I really don't know. I want to get on the road. I'm itching to get on the road, take off again. But part of me likes the security and stability of being right here at home base. At this time and point anyway. A lot of things I got going on, health issues and whatnot. My seasonal jobs I was doing, I quit going to them, and I've probably lost my position at them. So, I don't have any work lined up. I mean, I could find jobs. That's not a problem. People cry there ain't no jobs. Well, they're not looking. There's jobs everywhere. So I'm not really, too worried about find a job on the road. That's easy to do. It may not be the most spectacular, write home and brag about job, but it'll put money in your pocket. I haven't been to my farm job, potato job, in 2 years. I didn't go last season. It's a yearly thing, so it's been 2 years that I've been up here and seen them guys. I'm really missing all my friends up north. I want to get back up there and see them. I don't know. And the one thing that's keeping me torn is, it's hot, folks, I'm sweating, is I've got a pretty good job here. I actually enjoy the job. It doesn't pay a whole lot. It doesn't pay very much. But it's, it's stuff I like to do. I'm really enjoying it. And I hate to give it up. Because if I leave, get back on the road, because this is a permanent 9-to-5 job. It's not seasonal. If I leave and give it up, I'll lose it. The job will be gone. So that's reason I'm torn on what to do. I don't want to give this job up because I really, really like it. It's stable income. Like I said, it don't pay very much, but I live so cheaply, it's enough for me. I like the stability, I know my check's coming in each week. If I go to work, which I always do, I don't never miss. But, I don't have to stretch my money out, so to speak, because I know next week could be another check coming in. So I don't know what to do, guys. I don't know. I'm back to square one. Kind of, hang on. I turned you around. I got to pay attention to what I'm doing. This little trail is pretty tricky. I'm back to square one. Kind of like my first time I ever took off on the road full time. Like scared, nervousness, butterfly feeling. I know, I've been doing this almost 10 years. So I've got the experience. I've been on the highs and lows and made mistakes. I know what to do now. So I could take off and not have any trouble at all. Well, I say not any trouble. I mean, I'm talking about I know how to work the system. I know how to go find jobs and find free camping. And I know where to look for water. I know everything now. So I wouldn't have no trouble as far as that goes. I could load up the van, take off today, and pick up where I left off. I'm not worried about that. It's just I've gotten comfortable. I've been back at home base for so long now. Kind of got a little system going. Stable, steady income. I don't have to, work a job and stretch my money out to the next seasonal job and blah, blah, blah. But on the other hand, I'm not having them fun, awesome adventures no more either. Kind of seeing and doing the same thing every day, which that hit me yesterday because, like I said, I stayed in that van all day. It was a beautiful sunny day, super hot. But I didn't get out 1 or 2 times. I didn't do nothing yesterday. I wasted the whole day. I didn't go hiking. I didn't do anything. And I'm kind of getting into that rut. It's starting to be a routine for me. That kind of, 9-to-5 rut where I'm just getting up, going to work, coming back home, laying around and doing it again next day. And I'm not liking that. That's starting to bother me. Because, like I always say, life's short. It goes by so fast. Don't waste it. Well, here lately I feel like I've been wasting it. So I don't know what to do. Part of me wants to just get all my ducks in a row. Like I said, I've sat around here, got comfortable. All my belongings are scattered out. I got vehicles sitting everywhere. Motorcycles sitting in a family member's house. I've just gotten lazy. I need to get all my ducks in a row. get everything organized, situated to where I can function from the road. Which my mailing and all that's the same. I've been doing this. I don't do that long distance mail garbage. Well, I think it's a scam. It works for some people. I just don't like it. Where you pay $100 to $200 a month for somebody to, put your mail in a box and send it to you somewhere across the country. I don't do that. I tried it one time for about 3 months and realized that was a joke. I'm not going to get into it because some people like it. It works for people. It just don't work for me. Don't get on a rant, Wayne. Stop ranting. But anyway, I'm thinking about, I don't know if I'm going to do this. I'm thinking about getting all my ducks in a row, just throwing my stuff in the van and taking off down the highway without sitting around thinking about it. Just do it. And then that'll put me in a position where I have to do it, because if I walk away from this job, I won't have no work, no money, so I have to do it then. And I hate to do that. I'm right back to, I hate to do that. I really like this job. And if I quit, and I don't mean just not showing up no more, give my notice and all that, but if I quit, this job's over with. They'll fill the position that day. People stand in line for these jobs. They're, like I said, they don't pay much, but they're great jobs. They're stable, easy work. I mean, I mow grass. I'll just tell you, I mow grass for the state. That's what I do. Super easy work. Just ride on the mower all day. But on days like today, it's miserable. It's hot and muggy and nasty. But, I'm not digging no ditch. So I consider it easy work. But there's people who stand in line and wait for these jobs to open up so they can get them. So if I put my notice in and leave, there ain't no coming back next summer or next spring and, just getting back on my mower. It's done. It's over with. So that's something I got to think about. Folks, you don't know how hot it is. I actually got sweat dripping off my elbow. But another factor that's playing on my mind is my age. I'm not getting any younger. How much longer can I, especially with my health issues, how much longer can I run up and down this road and work some of these jobs? Some of these jobs I've worked, some of these jobs are hard. Actual labor, I'm not a young guy anymore. I've got a bad back that's getting worse every year. It's getting worse and worse. So I got to think about how much longer can I do this? Do I need to set myself up now, start setting myself up? Or try to go a couple more years? Or, these are all things I've been thinking about and wondering. And I don't know. I don't know if you can tell, folks, but it's just, I am soaking wet. Here, look where, I'm going to show you where I just laid my arm on this table. That is sweat pouring off of me. It is so humid and muggy right now. But yeah, I don't know what to do. I really don't. I'm kind of bored and frustrated myself for getting in this rut, being lazy, not doing anything, not taking adventures. But on the other hand, I'm thinking about the future, me not getting any younger, trying to get myself set up in a stable situation with an easy job like I got now. I mean, a 90-year-old man could do this job. It's super easy. So I don't know what to do. I don't know. I watch all my buddies on YouTube, Brian, Venture Van Man and all them guys, just still running up and down the road doing what they do. And it makes me want to get back out there. I never had no plans to quit. Never did. I come home and my back was bothering me, having a lot of problems with it. So I come back to home base. Was going to get everything situated and taken care of and go right back out there. Well, I've been here almost a year and a half, over a year and a half. That motorcycle trip is the last big hurrah I've done. So, I don't know, guys. But anyway, like I said, this video ain't gonna make sense. It's all hodgepodge, and I'm gonna cut that rant out. I'm not gonna show the rant, so I'm gonna put this section here in somewhere, and it's not gonna match up. It ain't gonna make no sense. It's all the same day. This is all happening at the same time, but it's just all hodgepodge. But anyway, that's how I roll. So I'm gonna get off here and probably see. Well, yeah, you'll start seeing the clip from earlier this morning. So anyway, hope y'all guys get out and have fun today. I'll see you here in a little bit.